and we're back for our Let's Play of Myst DLC or whatever. Last time we did a speed run and showed off a cool detail I missed. Missed. Yeah, nice ceiling by the way. And now it's time we get to the DLC proper. Why is that music playing? That's a bug, I think. I was just in the room down there when I swapped files, so maybe if I go in there again, I undo it. Hold on. Weird. I'll probably patch that at some point. Hold on, let me just go back here and try to fix it.
Catherine, my love. Oh, I have to leave quickly.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Take two. Take two. Alright, now when you beat the game in this new update, like Atrus gives you something special. Like after he burns the prison books / prison ages / whatever it is. I don't know, Ubisoft kind of retconned it. I don't know. Well, now I got a book here. And a note. My friend, now that you've seen the destruction wrought by Cirrus and Akinar, you no doubt have a very specific idea of who they were. Greedy, envious, hateful men. But there's one more page to turn. One last age where I hope you might see them as I did. As my sons. Atrus. Yeah. God knows what drove them on the path to villainy, but, Rime Volume 1. Let's see what it is. Rime, I've named it. A desolate age of a beauty that is quite different than I had expected or imagined. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. I feel as though I could sit and watch them for hours. Yeah, those are snowflakes, guy. And though it is cold here like I have never experienced before, I find myself enjoying the change of temperature, for it's unlike any other place that I have ever seen. Perhaps the oddest thing is the silence. Although the wind blows on occasion, when it ceases there is a suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. I have visited 3 times, and I'm sure now that this age will provide the environment I need. I believe the cold temperature is crucial for obtaining the necessary refraction of light. Examining the structure of the books is ever more perplexing, but I am driven onward by my need to understand. The great tree of possibilities can never be fully grasped, but I would at least try to find one particular branch. Okay. Of course, the chance of using a blank linking book to find one specific age amongst the infinite variations that must exist is infinitesimal, like searching for a specific grain of sand on the beach. The only workable solution is to focus the connection of a damaged, unusable linking book. Perhaps I can bridge this much smaller gap. On the subject of enlightenment, I would also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights that shine on in the darkness here. Okay, Aurora Borealis? Maybe that's not the local name for it, if there are locals on Rime. I don't know. Definitely creatures, though. So I never assumed that I would be able to build especially fast here, and the speed at which I am progressing is somewhat disappointing. I do think I'll bring Cirrus and Akinar as well as some of the machinery from Selenetic. Akinar chooses to stay off Catherine, and while Cirrus is unhappy about the prospect of exploring a new age without his brother, he was still excited to come. He spent the last few days here with me, helping me with the beginning phases of construction. He, too, seems to enjoy the ice and cold weather. He is intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He has been a big help, as have others, and I hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. Okay. Tonight, Cirrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, although it seemed they decided to hide from us. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, northern lights or southern lights or whatever kind of lights there are. They don't happen very often. It's just like when the sun's going a bit haywire and it happens, I think. I don't know. After sitting in the cold winds for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Cirrus will return to Myst tomorrow. He's been a tremendous aid to me, and I'm thankful for his willingness to help. He's excited to tell Akinar about his adventures, and it's clear to me how much he has missed his brother's company. But to know. The hard part of the construction is over, though I have decided, after tonight, that I would like to add some kind of observation post. I won't be finished as soon as I had hoped, though I'm fairly certain it'll be worth the delay in the long run. I don't know. For some reason I thought, like, working in the cold would make you work quicker, because you gotta work quicker to warm yourself up, you know? Then again, sweating in Sub-Zero is, like, good idea to give yourself frostbite directly on your skin. I don't know. I'm not a survivalist. I'm role-playing an archaeologist, and I am very out of my depth here. What's your stranger when you play a game? Just asking. I don't know, whatever. Back to reading. I've decided to take a break from construction now that the tunnel is almost complete. I'm quite convinced that with the right refraction, certain properties of the ink can be simulated. When I try to explain my theory to Catherine, she laughs and tells me I'm trying to hold infinity in a bottle. She laughs and I laugh. Maybe she's right, but I must try regardless. I came too close to success on Everdunes. Besides, if all that comes from this effort is time spent with my sons, it would have been worthwhile. Oh, that's sweet. I am fairly certain now that temperature indeed does have an effect on the refractive properties of the crystals, but I have realized that temperature alone is not enough. Each crystal responds differently to lower temperatures, and controlling the particulars is proving challenging. Perhaps focusing on another more attainable goal in the short term will help. I should finish the shaft of my observation post while I have the machinery here, perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They had not shown themselves for so long that I almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find a cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with what remains to be done. I've made no progress on the crystals, the shaft is not finished, nor is the observation post or even the lab. I've not seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with Aganar and Cirrus. Besides all of that, there are, far away in the back of my mind, the thoughts of my people and our lost city. I dreamt again of them last night. Okay. I have seen the city in its worst condition, and still its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now, as I visualize how majestic it must have been before a destruction caused by Veovis and Agaris, it amazes and saddens me. I am certain that Denis is not as dead as my father believed. I am convinced that there must be some who managed to escape the destruction, and even now continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is an urging to take the chance to return to Denis to find these survivors, and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I am certain of the fate of my father. If my plan failed, if I missed a single book while attempting to trap him on Riven, then he's been free all along. If that's true, then all that stands between him and the ages I have now written is the link from Denis to Myst. As much as I wish to return to Denis, without knowing the fate of my father, I cannot risk re-establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It has been several years, and there have been many dead ends, but the solution is out there somewhere. I know it. At least I hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all of these things, and I miss her greatly. I'll return to Rime later when my mind is cleared. And then we got some doodles here of the imaging pool. What are the odds? Just take a mental note of that. And, yeah. Think we'll be back next time.